Page 16, Raindrops. 2/4 time. There's no sharps or flats in the key signatures. You got accidentals all over the place. So good luck with this one. I'm going to take both hands at the same time because they're kind of alternating for the most part. Some of it they're not, but most of it. So in the right hand you have a B flat, third finger. They're using third fingers, and if you look across the first line just in the top staff, all you see are B flats and A flats. 3-1. That's what the right hand is doing, so keep that in mind. The left hand, you have G's and a B natural. If you look across the first line, that's all it is G natural. Well, that helps a little bit because now we're just using 2 notes in each hand. So it's here, here. It's alternating. And then the other way, the left hand starts. And then the second line, first measure, hold them down. And then we move and we do sort of the same thing. It's a little different. Let's look at the right hand. You have here, and then you have an E. You get the notes in the right hand, and the left hand you have here. Just these 2 notes. So it's here. Sometimes it helps not to listen too much when you get this kind of stuff. Just make sure the notes are there. Again, second line, second measure. And the third line, you're down here. You're going to hold the left hand down as you do this. And the here. And then here. This is the tricky part. The right hand, this is the third line down, third measure. The right hand, you have these notes. I recommend a 2-4. 1-2-4 in this position. Here for this part. In the left hand, you have a B flat, 5th finger. You're going to hold that down. That is tied all the way through the rest of the line. As you do that, you're going to play the D flat, 3rd finger. Then an E, natural. D flat, E natural. All the time you're holding that B flat down. So it's here. And the right hand too. May have to practice that one a bit. And then the 4th line down, starting with the second measure. The left hand is doing about the same thing. You hold the B flat down. Well, the right hand's got to come up here then. You're doing a here. You're in this position again. Isn't this wonderful? And then again, 4th line down, second measure, you're here. And then going on, you're back to similar what you had up at the beginning. Hold them down at the end, and then the last measure is C sharp up here. So I went through that kind of fast. Let's just take this really super slow here. Just focus more on the notes. Don't listen too heavily here because the harmony, it's B flat. You're just alternating. You're continuing to alternate, but now you're going to start with the left hand. You got those 3 notes down. Second line, you're up here. Just alternating them, that's all. And the left hand's just playing 2 notes. So you can focus on the right hand. Whatever it's doing, just focus more on the right hand and alternate the notes. Third line, it gets a little trickier. You're going to hold the left hand down, and then here, and then 3rd finger. You're saying thumb on the E, and that's okay. If you want to do it that way, those are the notes you're using in the left hand, that's fine. See, the problem is you have a D and an E here. You're crossing there. But the eighth notes, you don't need them at the same time. And you're doing similar thing an octave higher for the right hand. And you back similar to what you're doing at the beginning again. Like so, you can finish it up. So it's just a bunch of eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. You go any speed you need to go, how fast you want your raindrops to go. And we add these staccatos. This is a nice, you can do a light finger staccato here. And you have a 2 neutral on that one. Hang on to that one. You don't have to accent it or not, just hang on to it. And then staccato again. And then first measure the second line, or measure 6. There's no accents or no, you just hang on to everything. And then staccatos again. This is a little louder here. Now we're up to moderately loud here. Again, you have a staccato. And the third line, you're down to soft here. And then moderately loud. See the RIT there? This is the last 2 measures of the 4th line. There's an RIT, slow down. So it's here. And there's a fermata there, you hang on that a little longer. With a metronome, I'm going to hold that 2 beats instead of 1. And then we're soft here, because we were moderately loud. Now soft. Tenuto on that one again. There's another retardando at the end. And you were soft, you're going down to very soft. And then that last note, the C sharp, that's sforzato again. That's an accent, a major accent. You don't need a sforzato and an accent both. That's silly. Sforzato does it. An accent will tell a little more. A sforzato means a lot more. And it's short. Don't play with a stiff wrist. Come up on it with the wrist here. But it's loud. It's just a loud, short staccato is what we're after there. Speed-wise, well, they're saying about 84. I think an 84 is about in here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's up to you on how fast you want your raindrops to happen. Well, that's the slow end. You can play a little faster. Be accurate in whatever you're doing. And these staccatos, this is good exercise. I like this in the left hand in the 3rd line, in the 3rd measure, where you have to hold a note down and play staccato on the other note. This is good. Because there are many times in piano playing you have to do that sort of. You're holding one note down while you're playing others. They may not be staccato, doesn't matter. I could play these legato. It's the same thing. The point is I'm holding a note down while I'm doing it, and that's what we're after. I would like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Can't slow down or nothing. I'm not going to do dynamics, just notes and rhythms. So I'll go ready and go and then we go, and those are 8 notes. Ready and go and 1 and 2. hold,